Quarterback face bracket. It was a disaster the first year I tried it, so obviously I tried it another year. Last year it had more success. We don't count coaching. We don't count home field. We don't count defense. We don't count momentum. We don't count weapons. We simply pick the game based on who's the better quarterback in the moment. Last week we went 4-2. Feeling pretty good. We kind of made a mistake. Actually, Baker was playing better than Big Ben coming into the game. We should have saw that. That was our fault. We let stuff get in the way. Who's the better quarterback today? Let's go to our quarterback face bracket. So, Baker Mayfield against Patrick Mahomes. This is the AFC divisional round. And Lamar against Josh Allen. So, Patrick Mahomes, 23-1 in his last 24 starts. His postseason career, which is 5 games, his passer rating is 106.6. And the Chiefs have scored 30-plus points in every playoff game in the Mahomes era. Patrick Mahomes right now, more consistent, higher ceiling, will win this game. Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. As much as I like Lamar, the Ravens have never scored more than 20 points in a playoff game with Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen is 7-0 since Week 12 and leads the AFC with 20 total touchdowns. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes advance in the AFC divisional round. Let's go to the NFC. Jared Goff against Aaron Rodgers. Well, Goff has the fewest touchdown passes, lowest passer rating, and most turnovers of the 8 remaining playoff quarterbacks. Aaron wins. Brady and Breeze. Tom Brady has 335 straight passes on the road without a pick. Longest streak in NFL history. He's hot. 200-plus passing yards in the first half of 3 straight games. And by the way, Drew Brees' last 5 playoff games, 10 touchdowns, 6 turnovers. Doesn't throw the deep ball. Tom increasingly throws it better. Rodgers and Tom Brady advance. Now let's go to the conference title round. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. This is the tough one. Josh Allen has multiple touchdown passes in 6 straight games. Mahomes has 7 turnovers in his last 6 games. In this moment, Josh Allen is playing at a higher, more consistent level than Patrick Mahomes. I'll take Josh Allen in our quarterback face bracket. In the conference title round in the NFC, Brady and Rodgers. Each of the last 5 quarterbacks to lead the NFL in touchdown passes, completion percentage, and passer rating in the same season like Aaron have gone to the Super Bowl. Brady, by the way, had 4 games with multiple picks this year. Aaron Rodgers is the winner of the NFC quarterback face bracket. So now it's Josh Allen against Aaron Rodgers. Coaching doesn't matter. Defense doesn't matter. Where the game is played doesn't matter. Experience doesn't matter. What we care about is today the better quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, first player in NFL history, 40 touchdown passes plus with 5 or fewer picks. He's been more consistent. Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl and wins Colin's 3rd annual quarterback face bracket. So what do you think of that?
I think it's strong.
I do too. I was stupid. I should have had Baker over Ben. Ben had 1 good half against
I was going to say something, but I know you do a lot of research. You put a lot of time into this, so I didn't want to sway you off your position.
Now, Josh Allen, Mahomes, people are going to freak out. But I'm telling you, if you look at right now, they're both young, so experience isn't the thing there. Right now, this second, who's playing better, more consistent football with more confidence? I think it's Josh Allen. So now that could get blown out of the water if Mahomes throws for 7,000 yards again.
Well, it is the quarterback face bracket. So
it is the quarterback face bracket. So Urban Meyer, why and what will happen in Jacksonville? Are the Packers way more talented than we're giving them credit for? Will Tom Brady finally miss Urban Meyer? All those coming up in hour 2, plus Gerald McCoy, former Buck and Cowboy. Always an interesting listen. Live in Los Angeles on a Friday. What a weekend we're going to have. It's The Herd. Here we go. It's hour 2. We're all loaded to bear here. Can't wait. Live in Los Angeles. It's The Herd, wherever you may be and however you may be listening. Fox Sports Radio, iHeartRadio, FS1. Gerald McCoy, the former Buccaneer and Cowboy, his career's not done, is going to be joining us in a couple of minutes. Eric Wood, former Pro Bowler for the Buffalo Bills. Aqib Talib joining us. Joy Taylor's joining me. Joy, how are you?
I'm great. Really looking forward to this weekend.
So am I. Joy made herself a rum drink last night by herself at home. That's really experimental.
These are the times that we're in.
Yeah, I know. I asked you, I was like, well, where'd you go?
Well, normally if I'm just going to have dinner at home and I want something to drink, I'll just have wine. It just goes better with food. But
you went and just said, I'm going to make...
It's like if I have a mixed cocktail, it's like I'm out at a restaurant and they have like a special cocktail menu.
Right.
And I'm like, I'll try that. Plus rum is not really...
No. Be careful experimenting with rum.
You got to make sure rum is for you. It's not for me. So one is fine.
Let's start with this. Urban Meyer's the coach at Jacksonville. Now, I think it's going to work. And I don't think it's going to take very long. Now, Urban only lost 9 games in 7 seasons at Ohio State. So he's not used to losing. But here's why I think it's going to work. To the level it works, to me, if he has winning records, if he leaves the NFL with a winning record, then it worked. You don't have to win Super Bowl. I mean, Marv Levy didn't win a Super Bowl. Marv Levy's a great coach. You don't have to win Super Bowls. Can you get to Jason Garrett? Won playoff games, won a division. That's a successful NFL run. Nobody except Belichick lasts anywhere in this league. Andy Reid got fired. Everybody gets fired. Pete Carroll got fired twice. Belichick got fired in Cleveland. So here's why I think it works. College football and the NFL did not even resemble each other in the 50s, 60s, 70s. College football was running wishbones. And then in the 80s and 90s, college football started kind of looking like the NFL. I mean, you watch the games, it's like, okay, you drop back, you pass, you have 3 receivers. Steve Spurrier implemented stuff, and even in the South, it was like, okay, 4 wide. College football and the NFL look very similar now. They look very similar. And I don't think it's going to take that long. I think he doesn't have to change his playbook. He's got to be a little more patient. But Bill O'Brien went from 2-14 to 9-7. That's what he took the Texans. 2-14, he got there, they went 9-7. Fast. Bill O'Brien won his division 4 times. Chip Kelly went 10-6, 10-6 with a quirky college system. He's a better coach than both those guys. Now, I do think the first year is going to be rough. He's learning the NFL, and Trevor Lawrence is a rookie. I think if Jacksonville had a veteran Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr level quarterback, he would win year 1. It's going to be a bumpy first year. There are a lot of skeptics and a lot of cynics. I'm not one of them. I think he's a significantly better coach than guys who have gone college like Chip Kelly and won games. Now, Peter King, very respected media guy, came on this show a couple of weeks ago. He has his doubts about Urban Meyer.
This guy has been a great coach on the college level, Urban Meyer. He's never been less than 3 games over 500 in any year he's ever coached. And I just would ask this question, how are you going to like losing in Jacksonville? And I'm not saying you can't win in Jacksonville. You can. But you will undergo significant days and weeks and maybe months of losing. That's just the way it is.
Now, I just don't think it's going to be losing as long as everybody else thinks. I look at Chip Kelly. I look at Kevin Stefanski, who'd never been a high school head coach. I look at Brian Flores. I don't think the NFL and college football are as different as they used to be. And by the way, Big Ten football has never been as spread-oriented as the Big 12. So Big Ten football's power running and defense. That's what he's done everywhere he's been. He's coached a lot of NFL players. I think the first year is going to be a little rocky, but it's a division that's winnable. There's no Patrick Mahomes in that division. There's no Aaron Rodgers. There's no Russell Wilson. There's Deshaun Watson, who wants out of the division. Outside of that, Phillip Rivers, Ryan Tannehill, guys that don't feel like they'll be in their places forever. I think he's going to do fine. I think successful people, as a rule, what they struggle with is patience. That's what Urban's going to struggle with for a year, patience. I don't think he's going to struggle with a playbook. He's a curious guy. He'll figure it out. But you're going to go 6-10, and that's more losses than you've had in one season in your life. In fact, he's never had more than 5. So can he just understand a little bit? It's a process. It's going to take a year. I don't think it's that difficult. I I don't think we're asking Urban Meyer to lose for 4 years. I don't think he will. Bill O'Brien and Chip Kelly won fast. They've got some good offensive pieces. They get Trevor Lawrence. They got a bunch of draft picks. They got a ton of cap space. I say 1 year in, he's going to be going into a second draft, second free agency period with new facilities. They're going to be a pretty decent team. Gerald McCoy played in the NFL for 10 years. He was a Pro Bowler for 6 of them. And what Urban Meyer needs is more Gerald McCoys. And his career is not over, and he is now joining us live on a Friday.